Facebook so I can see comments. If you are watching the live, comment live. If you are watching the replay, comment replay. Let's see as it pops up. Yes, it is right here. Okay, let me just open up. Yep, open this up so we are all set and good to go. I got comments open so I can see comments. All right, here we go. So I want to talk about how to know who to hire next, and this will help you avoid years of hiring like the wrong people on your team and like just kind of like throwing things around trying to see like what works, like a spaghetti on the wall type situation. So, my name is Amanda Renouf, and I am a business operations coach and fractal COO. And I am here to help you create a profitable business that is beyond simple to run and gives you time freedom and help you create the freedom that you set out to get when you started your business. So, let's talk about hiring. Let's talk about hiring. Okay. So I've had like a lot of like learning lessons along the way in this area. I've helped clients who've had a lot of learning lessons along the way in this area. And I kind of want to just share some like tips and like advice and mentorship from like what I've noticed has like really worked with helping clients find the best hire for their business, helping client find like dream team, A players, people that are just like really bought into the brand and mission and like just have amazing attention to detail to their work and are just super excited to be on the team. So when you are hiring, the first thing, and this is probably the most important piece, is to get really clear on your unique CEO workload. So I'm going to repeat that. The most important piece before you hire a virtual assistant, before you hire an OBM, before you hire a fractal COO, before you hire a copywriter, before you hire graphic designer, before you hire a social media manager, before you hire client concierge or whoever you're hiring next, is you want to be super, super clear on your unique CEO workload. You want to be super, super clear on your unique role in the business. You want to be super, super clear around your ideal work day, your ideal work week, your ideal work month, and what you are doing in the business. So a lot of times when I'll show up and do like fractal COO support or any types of systems builds and operations, this is one of the first questions I'll ask the client is, what is it that they want to focus on? Like, what is it their unique role? Because I want to make sure that whatever I'm building for you or whatever we are setting up process wise, like feels really nourishing and really good for you. I think there is kind of like a cookie cutter way of approaching it where it's like, oh, you're a coach. So of course you want to just be spending time coaching all day. Or, oh, you're um, energy healer. So of course you just want to be spending time out energy healing all day. Or, oh, you're this, you're that. So of course this is how your unique CEO workload is going to be. Or, oh, you're going to be stepping into just leadership calls with the, with your team or vice versa. And that's actually not always the case because every one of us is unique and different. Every one of us has different areas of the business that are our zone of genius or areas that we enjoy spending time in. It's kind of like Marie Kondo's way of what sparks your joy. And so, whenever we're creating systems or whenever you're hiring a systems expert, you want to make sure that you're doing this baseline first so that you're not getting a process or system set up that makes you want to pull your hair out or that you don't really actually want to use in your business. So, a good example of this is say, like, you want to be the talent, right? So I just did an audio training on this inside of Capacity Mastermind. If you want to listen to it, there's two ways you can listen to it. You can either join Capacity Mastermind, there's 2 spots in it. Or you can join the capacity broadcast channel, which is where I drop the audio training in. For $97, you get lifetime access to any audio trainings, any journal prompts, or any bonuses that are inspired from the mastermind. So you really get to see like the behind the scenes work of what we're doing on a high level. So say like if you want to be the talent, and in your vision, in your mind, you imagine being on stages and speaking, and your team is managing the back end. Your team is like behind the scenes moving things. Your team is like taking the client credit cards at the back as you know they buy your book or they buy your high level mastermind offering. You get to impact millions, and like with your unique methodology or your unique teachings, you show up on Facebook Lives and like it's your unique teachings. Well, we want to get even more specific than that, right? We want to get more specific around like what does the talent mean to you? Because a lot of times I'll hear that is I just want to be the talent in my business, or I just want to show up as the talent. I just want everything else to get done for me and I don't want to touch anything. And this is typically, when I hear this is typically somebody who is desiring in their unique CEO workload the role of the talent. And businesses need managers, businesses need CEOs, businesses need implementers. So, like, typically those are virtual assistants or expert freelance managers or vice versa. They need implementers, they need integrators. And for a business to thrive, not just be a hobby, you need those roles filled. And typically, when you're in a CEO role, like you're filling most of those roles yourself until you start hiring them out. And so we want to get super, super deeply clear around what the talent means to you. Like, what steps are you taking? What actions are you taking? What tasks are you taking? Vice versa. Hyper, hyper, hyper clear. And then from that space, that's going to give us clarity around what tasks are we delegating out? Like, what tasks are we getting extra support on? And what tasks, Natalie Bowen actually did like a really good Facebook Live on this, which is super important. Sometimes even the delivery piece, which is like if you're the talent, you are one human being, right? There's only 24 hours in a day. You are your own bottleneck. You are your own barrier to scaling, right? Because there's only so many hours in the day. There's only so many events you can speak at. There's only so many coaching calls you could do yourself. There's only so many hours in the day you could spend on like lives or vice versa. And so even as the talent, we want to make sure that we're hiring support to support you, right? You want to be able to take a day off. You want to be able to have a sabbatical. You want to be able to go on maternity leave. You want to be able to do all of these things and not just be glued and have to show up like I think it's like a linchpin or something, or like the bottleneck, right? Having to show it up in your business. Otherwise, that area of the business doesn't get done, right? You don't want clients like waiting on deliverables or vice versa. They need to have the support that they're paying for. And so we just want to get really clear on that piece. Like, your unique CEO workload is, and being really radically honest around that is one of the most important decisions you can make in your business. And it will literally save you years. And I repeat this, years of hiring, of hiring like the wrong support, essentially, right? Because what you desire and how you want to spend your day is going to be different from your biz besties. It's going to be different from this person and that person, and like that 7-figure entrepreneur retreat you just went to, and they're saying they're all delegating this or they're all hiring ads people or vice versa. Block it out. Block it out. You have your own unique soul business plan. You have your own unique way you're leading your business. You have your own desires for how you want to show up in your business. You have your own desires for what role you want to play in your business too, right? Like, if you are not the best salesperson, hire a salesperson on commission to like start managing your sales calls if that's the case, or in your DMs. Like if you can't stand like copywriting, or it's just not your zone of genius, hire a copywriter, hire an expert in that area. If you are not a techie person and the thought of jumping into Kajabi like stresses you out and burns you out for the day, where you have to like take the whole rest of the day off every time you go into Kajabi, hire a tech VA or hire a systems expert to support you in those areas. And this is why I agree with her with what she said with like people will tell you to hire a virtual assistant right off the bat, like that's your first hire. And it's just not always the case, just because we all have our own unique CEO workloads. We all have like our own strengths. We all have our own weaknesses. We all have like our own thing that we enjoy working on and that lights us up. And the goal in business is, as you are growing and scaling your business, from divine channel to it is completed, the space between divine channel to it is completed literally determines the container of your business. So I'll repeat that. The space between from divine channel to it is completed literally determines the container of your business. So say like you get an idea to start a podcast. Well, how long does it take you and your team to get things done and to get a podcast episode out? Because that determines the container and the expansion of your business. If it is a long-winded process, if you're having to argue with your this editor and like this person is late on things and vice versa, these are all energy leaks in your business. These are all like, it hurts your divine channel, because now you're stepping out of the divine channel and you're stepping into having to micromanage team or do this or do that. And it's hard to scale, right? And so we want to look at all areas of the business and go, okay, how can I speed up this process? Because the difference between a $100,000 a month business and a $1 million a month business is the speed. It's the efficient speed between idea to completion in your projects, and how you create content in your business and how you show up in your business. It's hyper efficiency. We are playing the game of hyper efficiency. And so you don't want to be hiring the wrong team when you are playing the game of hyper efficiency. You don't want to be spending so much of your creative energy. This is like your money-making energy, your impact energy, in the hire, fire, freak out cycle of like, oh shit, I need to hire people because I'm at my wit's end, I'm at bandwidth, I don't have any more capacity to take on more clients, or I don't have any more capacity to do this area of the business or that area of the business. Oh shit, I hired too fast and like I just like kind of winged it, or somebody told me to hire a VA, or somebody told me to hire an OBM, or vice versa. Freak out, and then you go back into that cycle. I see so many like amazing heart-led multi-6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure entrepreneurs that are spending majority of their creative time in the hire, fire, freak out cycle. And it is very hard to get out of the hire, fire, freak out cycle, because it is a mindset shift to get out of it once you're in it. Because you have a couple of bad hires, now you start to become jaded, right? You start to like second guess everybody. Even like a dream team A player, you might go like, oh my gosh, like they're out to like not do the work, or they're out to lie about their hours, or they're out to do this, or they're out to do that, or like I can't trust them with my business. And so to kind of avoid the hire, fire, freak out cycle to begin with, start with your unique CEO workload and keep tapping into it. Keep checking into it. Does this still feel good for me to work in this area? Does this still light me up? Does this spark joy, right? Like Marie Kondo style, does this spark joy? And your goal to keep your business efficient, because the game of efficiency. That's why Alex Hormozy like went super fast viral with like his content machine because it was a game of efficiency. Yes, there is quality messaging. Yes, there is, you know, potent messaging and powerful messaging. But how do you get there? How do you get to powerful messaging? How do you get to potent messaging? It's efficiency, it's practice, it's putting in those 10,000 hours. And how do you put in those 10,000 hours faster than anybody who is in the same space as you? Efficiency, efficiency. So my recommendation for you, if you are watching this and you're like amped up and turned on and you're like, I want to do this, like I want to hire the best team for my business. I want to hit bigger numbers in my business. I want to have time freedom, right? You want to be able to, like, on a Monday, go to a coffee shop, like with a bestie and like spend like 3 hours just like shooting the shit. I literally did that yesterday. Because of systems, right? I was done with my business by noon. My team was checked in, my clients were checked in, how my offers are structured are very easy to deliver on. How my marketing is set up is super organized and efficient. We have a content bank. If I'm divine channeling content, I put it in the content bank. If I'm stuck for that day, we just pull from the content bank. So potent content, it keeps going out without having to burn out. And then we have the microphone method. So when content gets put on Facebook, it gets mass blasted to my email list, my Instagram stories, my IG broadcast channel, my Instagram feed. I think we're going to start doing like LinkedIn. We're on YouTube. We're on all the channels, but like we just use the microphone method to take one post and like blast it. And like I'm hanging out with my friends like on a Monday, and she literally pointed that out. She was like, you need to talk more about this. Like, you need to show this embodiment even more because you literally got done with your workday on a Monday by noon. All your clients were served, your team was served, and you had 3 hours to just shoot the shit like in the afternoon. And so when I teach this stuff, it's like it's from that lens. Like, this is possible in your business. Like, you don't have to be glued to your business all day, every day. You don't have to be glued to Slack and then, you know, worry about emergencies happening. You don't have to be like hustling all the time or be like in every area of your business. The more you like really honor, like truly honor your unique CEO workload, it's going to be 10 times clearer. Like, it will be like a visceral yes or a visceral no, what needs to be removed from your CEO workload at any given time. And it's not just something you do once and then never touch into again. This is like a weekly, daily, like in the moment, as you're flowing, as you're in your embodiment practice, to just check in. Like, does doing this piece in your business still align? No, delete it or delegate it. Does this doing this piece in your business still align? No, delete it or delegate it. Like, your goal is to get this area of your business hyper efficient, hyper small, so it could be 10 times more potent. I'm going to repeat that. Your goal is to get your CEO workload hyper efficient, 10 times smaller, so it could be hyper potent and efficient. Because you're not spread thin, you're just going very deep in a few areas of your business. And then you're bringing on experts who are going very deep in other areas of your business. And with process and systems, you could even have VAs doing complex tasks because it's broken down into a hyper micro process, which I do in my done for you services. So if there's an area of your business that you're like, we can make this 10 times more efficient, like I want to be able to add way more profit margins to the business, message me. Me and my team will go into your business, go into your ClickUp, your Notion, your Asana, your Kajabi, your ClickFunnels, and just make it hyper efficient. And if you're looking to do this in a community of industry leaders who are doing this work together and are doing the deep CEO mindset work, the deep leadership work to be able to hold the container of a multi 6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure brands, like this is what we do inside of Capacity. So Capacity, the ethos of it is really that Your dream business is on the other side of delegation, automation, simplifying, and magnetizing your inner capacity to hold your dream. So, the way we do that is you are not the only one holding everything. So, if you feel any type of burnout, overwhelm, feeling exhausted in your business, feeling like your business is heavy, that is my sign that you, as of right now, are the one energetically holding your entire business. The goal is, remember how we said we want to shrink that? The goal is to get others to hold the capacity of your business with you, to get software and automations to hold the capacity of your business with you so you're not holding it all yourself. Like, the more we can get you in your divine feminine flow and other areas of your business holding the divine masculine container, it like creates way more capacity and way more energetic flow. And so, if you're looking to grow a really powerful business, but you don't want to sacrifice time freedom for it, you don't want to sacrifice your energy for it, you don't want to like be aging like an avocado like, from all the hard labor you're putting into your business day in, day out, then capacity is for you. There are 2 spots left for 2024. This is a rolling evergreen mastermind. So, I only open spots sporadically, and there's only 2 spots left for 2024. The last time I ran an evergreen container, evergreen group container, the average client retention rate was 3 years. 3 years. So if those spots are held, I don't know when spots will open again. So, if this is something that you're looking for, if you are really serious about creating a profitable business that is beyond simple to run, this is the space for you. I highly, highly suggest signing up for it. The link to sign up for Capacity Mastermind is in the comments below. And if you have any questions at all, or if you want to see if capacity is the right fit for you, or if done for you services are the right fit for you, you can private message me in my Facebook DMs, and we'd be happy to answer your questions and voice chat back and forth around which offer is the right fit for you and what goals we can work on together to hit your desires. So, sending you lots and lots and lots of love. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And then let me, okay, check the comments. Okay, see ya.